Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bahashim Call Kudash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful light tabernacle of David. I'm a brother / elder. Shalom and salutations to you all. The title of this lesson is going to be personal testimony or today's testimony. Okay, and I'll just start by telling the story. Went for my walk, right, this morning, and I'm doing what they call 2-a-days. So I doubled my training, and I'm training. Army training, sure. So at the end of my walk, I'm walking, and then my neighbor comes out, right? He's on his way to work. And I could kind of feel that, he wanted to talk. He didn't call me over. I just kind of turned and walked. He started speaking, and he was choked up. And he told me that his dad passed like a day or so. And his dad lives across the street from both of us. His dad is a Vietnam vet, right? He was in the Nam and came back all jacked up from like some gas, Agent Orange, something got him. And he'd been fucked up, and he could barely walk, and, he was just in the neighborhood like that, and So he comes over, and his son comes over to talk to me, and he's choked up. So what do? Right? What do you do when your friend's mom passes? What do you do when your friend's dad passes? Okay. Now, mind you, he's in the neighborhood. He sees the Jehovah's Witness come by and see me pop out and start cussing him out and waving my hands, and he's watched this for years. We have fun doing it together. I was challenging him. I'll sit down and show him a few things, right? And he'll think I'm crazy, and then we'll go our separate ways. But here's what happened. And I'll add the precepts in there. What happened was, he came up and he was fighting back tears, and he was struggling to be a man, And he told me that, and our job as men of the Lord, or as prophets, if you will, is to comfort that. That's your friend, comfort him, right? And, he was on his way to work. I gave him the short version, all right? Or at least I tried to. Here's my testimony. I tried to give him the short version, right? And we'll get back to this. This is me. This is me a day after my mom passed away. There's the comment that we'll get to, but let's get this first. So immediately I'm like, okay, well, when you show someone who's grieving about their lost loved one, first thing I do is this. I'll type in these words. God who gave, that's 4 words, it. God who gave it. It's the first medicine that you give them. Right? Give them that medicine because they're all jacked up. First thing you do is you relieve that tension, that unknowing, right? Where's my dad? Where's my mom? Oh, what's happening with them? First thing you do is you show them Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. Right? And as soon as you read that, you tell them, oh, your dad is good. He's with the Most High right now. He's good. He's young. right? He's mad as hell. I told him all of this. Everything that I learned from the elder apostles and elder bishops. Oh, he's mad. He knows he's an Israelite. He's mad as hell right now. And he wants you to receive this message that I'm giving to you right now. He's fine. He's with the Most High, right? He's mad as hell. He's young. He's vibrant, right? Knows he's an Israelite. He's furious, right? Wants you to know he's good, right? So I got that far with my neighbor, who is an Issacharite, by the way. And it soothed him, it comforted him, right? And that's our job, right? And it should just be natural. It was a natural thing, right? I kicked right in and went straight to it. And you know how these things manifest themselves, right? This is one of those things that you got to be ready. This is that medicine. This is the healing, right? Imagine. See, that's when everybody, people that don't believe in God, they believe it when they hear this. Oh, he's with God right now? Oh, yeah, and they're good. He's young, alive, in his spiritual body, flawless, right? So what happened was right after I got done, I knew that I was going to give him the 1-2 punch, right? But what happened right there, I couldn't think of the 1-2. This was one. It's the first part. What's the next part? Couldn't think of it. And so I didn't make much of it. I said, that's enough for now. I have more, right? I said, I have more. So as I told him I have more, I kind of gave him a hug and let him go. He's all, thank you, man, thank you. I appreciate that, I said, I have more and I'm going to give it to you. So I let him go and I went home. And all I could think from the time that I left was, what is that other scripture? What's that other scripture? What's that other scripture? I couldn't think of it. So I tried in earnest to, do what I do. I have a little, whatever you call it, method of trying to get something up that is impossible to find. So I went through all my protocols, couldn't find it. So I asked my wife. She said she didn't know, right? I didn't ask my wife. What I knew, right? I knew I had to think back because I couldn't find it, and I tried. So now I have, because it was bugging me really bad, and I felt like I had to, come through for the brother. And it was weighing on me. Not only that, I'm supposed to be a man of the Lord who knows these things. So it was weighing on me for real. So what I did was I was like, okay, well, where can I find it? How do I find it? Tried Chat GPT. I tried everything. Took me to stupid shit. Anyway, here's what I knew. I knew that I could find it. I knew I could find it because what happened to me the day after my mom passed away, right? It's a miracle to me, right? And these are the things that, keep me going. I went to camp and I probably spoke about my mom, and guess who was watching and gave me that comfort, right? Right here in the comments section. The elder apostle Tahar. 2 years ago with my mom, this is the one that I couldn't think of. Isaiah 57:1, the righteous perish, and no man layeth it to heart, and merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil, the bad times to come. He hit me with that. First of all, the fact that he even hit me knocked me off my feet. I was so grateful, right? water, right? That encouragement and that comfort, right? And I've seen this before, but when you need it and it's right there, nothing like that, right? And so I made a video the next day, and I was thanking the elder apostle. Whatever. But this is what I failed to remember. Now I'm locking it in my memory banks because you need this, right? You need this one. It goes right along with God who gave it. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart. Let's look at that. Right? Isaiah. I'm going to keep this short. 57. Let's look at it in the NLT because '57 and 1. Tell you what I did. What I did do. Let's read it. Isaiah 57 and 1. Good people pass away. The godly often die before their time. But no one seems to care or wonder why. No one seems to understand that the Most High is protecting them from the bad times to come. I liked that one. Let's read King James. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart. And merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. I chose this one because what I did, right, is I wrote the 1-2 punch down on a sheet of print paper, right? A 12 by 7 sheet of paper with a Sharpie. And I wrote it down, lovingly and caringly. Put it in a manila folder, and I took it down to his mom, who wasn't home when I stuck it in her door so that she could find it. Why? Because I believe that it'll comfort her. Those two, the 1-2 punch, right? She don't like me. Mom don't like me, right? She made up her mind that she didn't like me because she saw some more than one wife activity going on, and she didn't understand that I'm over here, rehearsing the righteous acts, right? And it only looked like, that they both were my wife or whatever, right? Wife understanding, but so she didn't, but right there towards the end, before he passed, right, when an accident happens in the neighborhood and everybody comes out, right, she's giving me the sign. It's been a while since, now that I've somehow become a fixture in the neighborhood or whatever. But, comfort those. Let's get that. Comfort those. And I'll go ahead and close. But so that was, that's my testimony, and that's the 1-2 punch. Don't overwhelm them, but they can, write it down for them. They might not write it down. If I could have framed it, but that comfort those. Which one? Who mourn for the dead, not even at the death. What is this? Jeremiah 16 and 7. Neither shall men tear themselves for them in mourning to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give up give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father or for their mother. Well, right now that's going on. What context is this? Let me see. What was it? 7? Disaster predicted. Okay. Jeremiah 16:6. Both the great and the small shall die in this land. They shall not be buried. Neither shall men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them. Neither shall men tear themselves, they ain't gonna cry, themselves for them in mourning to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father or their mother. I want to see this in like the good news. No one will offer a meal to comfort those, because these are traditions, right? Well, guess what? When I took those precepts over to her, that was a meal to comfort. It's comfort food, break bread, and that's what the men of the Lord do, right? Not even at the death of a mother or father. Look at this. No one will send a cup of wine to console it with it. This is the 100% truth, right? That wine that Yahushua got, that ancient wine that we're going to sip together, it's called 100% truth. So I'm going to go ahead and close right there. What is the good news? Good news. No one will eat or drink with anyone to offer comfort when a loved one dies. No one will show sympathy, not even for someone who has lost a father or a mother. Well, this is what you do for your friends or your, a man of the Lord. When I say heathen, I can, you know what? Hey, here, take this. That might wake them up. Because people don't just come out with that. Hell, the pastor don't know that. I read that at my mom's funeral. Anyway, that's the 1-2 punch. That's my testimony of what happened to me this morning. With that, we hope that the elect are edified. Brothers and sisters, shalom.